I believe James and Eric both said that they were available, so I do anticipate that they'll join at some point. Mike was not available,
Okay.
but I see that Andy has joined the meeting, so it's up to you. If you'd like to get started, I can take a roll call of the
Yeah,
board.
let's do that.
Oh, sounds
They can
good.
join.
Okay. Roll call. Chair Danielle Spicer,
Here?
Mark Sprague,
Here.
and Peter Driscoll.
Present.
All right, we have a quorum.
Okay, if you can scroll the agenda down, Erica, so I can.
Yep.
And sorry, there's a black box on the right-hand side. There we go, perfect. All right. So we're having a special hearing tonight for Andy seeking a bond reduction for work completed in phase 2 and 4. Funds released to be paid to Aggregate Industries and Gorka Construction as part of the joint checking agreement. So I don't know if Erica, if you want to start, or Andy, if you want to start. I saw that we were given the invoices for both Aggregate and Gorka. It seemed like while one was a little bit more expensive, one was a little less expensive. The total is still less than the total that was agreed upon in the joint checking account.
Andy, would you like to walk through the most recent invoice from Aggregate that we received? I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but do you want to walk through that?
Sure. I thought you would do it, but because you're more organized than I am, but
I certainly, I have it on the screen if you can see it. I have the breakdown, and then I can also pull up the email from Nate. I have the email from Nate.
I don't know how to blow it up. Let me see.
Is that better?
I blew it up. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert at this. But basically, the aggregate bill totals $196,848.18. And they would like to have, and I would like to have the check, the 3 checks, and they've emailed Erica saying that those are the correct amounts because they owe the association $500, some damage that was done at the front entrance, and Gorka Construction ended up doing a portion of their work because they were shorthanded. So Gorka did some of their aggregates work.
So and if you want, I can just add to it, Erica. I've got your summary email that basically just noted that the invoice from Gorka Construction is $29,024 higher than the joint check agreement. The aggregate invoice of $196,848 is, however, lower than the joint check agreement. So in total, both invoices amount to $225,872, which is lower than the amount of the joint check agreement of $226,940.
Trying to figure out how to.
So I think the fact that both of them are, I guess the total is within the allowed, the combined joint check agreement amount. I didn't have any additional questions on that. Did anyone else?
I can't seem to maneuver this properly.
Oh, that's Andy because I have control of it. What would you like to see?
Oh, I just needed to get a little smaller so that I can see other things on my screen. See, I don't even think it is you, but I apologize. I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
View options. Exit full screen. Okay. So just to I just want to make sure we get this correctly. Gorka's total bill was $39,524. But on the other hand, some of that is What's, Erica, can you see, what's the amount of that, of aggregates bill that is going to go to Gorka?
It's 12,800, excuse me, $12,384.
So in other words, really, it's, Gorka is really, Gorka really is 27,140.
So that's, I guess, Andy, that's the part that we need clarification on, because when we had talked last week, when the first invoices came in, I thought the Gorka invoice was greater than the 21,000 because they had done that additional work under aggregate sort of
They did.
contract.
That's correct.
So I guess my question to you tonight then is, what's the amount for Gorka? Because right now, I still have this. So you're saying it's less, it should be less than the 29,000.
No, on my sheet, I think it shows that Gorka's total bills, total work, is 39,524.
Mm-hmm. This one here, it's hard to zoom in on this one. Let me try to, oops, excuse me. It's hard, this one's hard to read.
Can you see it on your computer better? I mean, I have that spreadsheet too. So.
It's a little bit hard to read. Let me move this over here.
That's still showing 28,024 for Gorka.
Should say,
That's the highlighted one.
well, one of the lines says total work. It's 39,524 because I've already paid them like 10 out of they needed it for cash flow. But like I can't see the sheet, but okay, I have this sheet up on line 31 where it's highlighted in blue. Column O, the total work they did was 39,524. That's what they billed. I've already paid them 10.5, but that's really got nothing to do with anything. But so yeah, 39,524 is the total bill amount from Gorka, but 12,384 is going to be paid from aggregates money because it's aggregates. It was work done for aggregate. So Gorka would get a check for 27,140, and aggregate gets 196,848.18. So it does come in less. It is less than the total of the two joint check agreements. The two joint check agreements were 205,000 for aggregate and 21,940 for Gorka. That totals 226,940. And the total amounts came in at 223,988.18.
So I guess for me, for my clarification, because right now I find this a little confusing. I'm just trying to understand in regards to payment to Gorka. I want to make sure that we're not paying them twice for the same thing.
No,
So I see this invoice from Gorka, and then I see the breakdown from aggregate. Is there any overlap? Because you're saying that,
there is overlap. That's why I'm trying to.
okay,
If aggregate's check is broken into three checks, one for aggregate, one for the homeowners association, and one for Gorka. Like we have request like aggregate requested, then Gorka is not owed 39,524 anymore. They would only be owed 27,140.
What's the amount that would be owed to the homeowners association?
$500. Aggregate where their
$500.
trucks drove over the landscaping when they left.
Okay. So basically, you're saying the sum of all three checks that need to be written, it's 27,140 for Gorka, 196,848 for aggregate, and $500 for the homeowners association.
Except that the aggregate's total amount is 196,848.18. That amount is broken into three. That 196,848.18 that is owed to aggregate. From that amount, 500 goes to the Century Mill Estates Homeowners Association.
Okay, so 500 is within the 196?
Yes. And
Okay, so they basically want a check for 196,348.
nope, they want aggregate, sent in an email, which Erica, and on it, if they want three checks from what they're owed. One is to them and Old Stone Estates for 183,964.18. And then one is to Century Mill Estates Homeowners Association and Old Stone Estates for $500. And one is to Gorka Construction and Old Stone Estates for $12,384. That adds up to their total bill of $196,848.18.
So then we're basically writing two checks to Gorka, is that it?
Yeah,
Yes, that's correct.
All right, I see with that. Okay, so at the end of the day, the total of everything is 223, this is what I have, basically
correct.
223,988. Is that what other people are
18
seeing as well?
Yep.
And just so everyone's aware, the total check amount that was approved for the joint checking account was 226,940. So the 223,988 is less than the 226,940.
Correct.
Okay.
Hey, Erica, that's different from what you had sent out earlier.
it is
It
different.
is.
So
Okay.
Andy,
Yeah.
when so you had said a number of 27,140 to Gorka. When I subtract that 12,834
No. You don't subtract it. It's already been subtracted. If you look at their spreadsheet from the AIA form that you have, their total work was 39,000.
524.
Right. So if you subtract the 12,384 that's coming out of aggregates check for them, they're owed 27,140.
So that's what I did. I subtracted the 12,000 from the 39.
Correct.
Okay, so I came up with a number of 26,690.
I think you Your math
So
is,
unless I could have completely done it wrong, but
I
I would
think-
just like someone to double check that
I
number.
just double checked it and it is 27,140.
39,000,
If
maybe
you
I'm reading it
do-
wrong.
I have 39524 minus 12,384.
that's
which is
being
20
paid, right?
Yep, and that's 27,140.
Okay, I think I switched my numbers around. Let me see. I did, okay, I did the 12,834 versus 12,384. Okay, thank you.
So should we, do I need to, do you want to recap it? Just so I make sure that get this right?
I can recap if you want. I've got the numbers right in front of me. You want to issue, there's 3 checks that aggregate wants to be issued, 183,964.18 to aggregate, $500 to Century Mill Estate and Old Stone Circle, and 12,384 to Gorka Construction. In addition, there'll be another second check to Gorka for 27,140. That all 4 of those checks total 223,988. Does everyone agree with that?
And 18 cents.
And 18
And
cents.
18,
Yes.
sorry, and 18 cents. Thank you.
Right. And the check to Gorka that comes out of aggregates money has to be Gorka and Old Stone Estates.
Okay.
Yep,
Yes,
those
please.
numbers work for me.
Yep.
So
Okay.
who am I, Andy? Now, in terms of sending the check out, we're making it out to both you and Old Stone, to you and then the various subcontractors. Am I sending them to you or sending them to the subcontractors?
I think the joint check agreement says that they're gonna go to me and then I have to like give it to them immediately. Gorka's right now.
So do we need to make a motion on this, Erica?
We do, yeah, but it's just like a standard bond release where the board votes to release the funds.
By the way, your question on number 3 of the joint check agreement, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it does say, it says immediately upon receipt, developers shall endorse and forward each check to.
All right, so the checks get sent to you and then you give them to the subs. Okay.
Okay.
It also says, though, the town at its option may deliver the executed joint checks to subcontractor. So.
Personally, I think it would be cleaner if I could just send it to the subcontractors, but it does say that, there's the option of both in here.
The only reason I would prefer to get them is because I do want to get lien waivers signed when they're paid. But, I mean, the checks are made out to both of us. I can't do anything with the checks. They can't do anything with the checks. I mean, we have to like see each other. Sign the checks over. That's why they're made out jointly. They're no good to either one of us. Without the other.
Okay. All right, well,
Andy, that $500
Yes.
For damages, did that get corrected, the damages that happened?
Partially. The association may end up doing something out in that area because it's something that sort of happens often. Not often, but it happens when big trucks are exiting the subdivision because of the radius and the fact that Spectacle Hill Road is narrow. they can't pull out far enough to turn right. But if it's a trailer, a lot of times the trailers end up hopping the curb and driving over the lawn a little. This particular instance it was more than a little. So the association, so anyway, to answer your question, it was partially repaired, but the association may end up doing something, instead of grass only there, they may put blocks underneath the grass so that the grass grows through it, but if somebody drives there, it doesn't leave a rut.
I don't think that was mentioned in the niche engineering, the latest report from them.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah. No, it's not in there.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be. It was just, they left their ruts in the grass and they, you know. So, but it's something that happens out there, sort of.
Yep.
So, myself as trustee and the steering committee of the association, we've talked about doing something so that it's a more permanent fix than just each time, flattening out the loam and putting seed down.
Okay, does someone want to entertain a motion for the release of these 4 checks?
Or, Erica, do you want individual amounts spelled out or just the 4 checks that we've referenced?
It's up to you. I pulled that email back up to make it a little easier so you can see the amounts and then who the checks are supposed to be made out to. The only thing is we need to add that 27,140
Yeah.
for Gorka.
Okay, I move that the planning board release 4 checks under the joint check agreements. One in the amount of $183,964.18 to Aggregate and Old Stone Estates LLC. Another check for $500 to Century Mill Estates Homeowners Association and Old Stone Estates LLC. A third check for $12,384 to Gorka Construction and Old Stone Estates LLC, and a fourth check also to Gorka Construction and Old Stone Estates LLC for $27,140 for a total across the 4 checks of $223,988.18.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Good.
All in favor? All in favor by roll call? Chair Danielle Spicer,
Aye.
Mark Sprague,
Aye.
and Peter Driscoll.
Aye.
Actually, I believe James joined the meeting.
He did. He did.
So James.
Aye.
All right.
Erica, could you just repeat the grand total?
Yeah, the grand total's $223,988.18.
All right, motion passed unanimously.
I should have said it earlier, but thank you very much for doing a special meeting. I apologize.
Sure.
Motion to
that-
adjourn?
I move we
Yeah.
adjourn.
How do Erica, will you just let me know when the checks are ready? Is that what you're
Yeah, it'll either be tomorrow or it'll be Monday. I'll request it from the treasurer and accountant.
Then it takes them a while, right?
Yeah, because it has to get, it has to go on the warrant for the board of selectmen to sign, so.
You have a rough estimate so I can let,
I don't know the next time that it goes before the board of selectmen, but I'll find out. I can give you a rough estimate either tomorrow or
you don't have to
Monday.
you can wait till Monday when you're
Okay.
not on vacation. Thank you. Doing this.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very
I
much.
think there was a motion to adjourn, right? Was there a motion
Mark
to
did. I
adjourn?
don't know if I have a second. Do I have a second?
Do you have a second?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks. We'll talk to you
Take care,
later.
everybody.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Stay safe. Thank you very much.